Here, I want to share 15 skills that pay. First skill, learning how to learn. This is important. The skill of learning, as many of us believe, I learned. That's basically what we do from day one, right? But as an adult, the ability to continue to learn, the ability to consume information, to consume content, to consume knowledge, and reiterate that knowledge and use that knowledge. This is very important and it is a skill that is highly, highly adored. The next skill is being adaptable, being able to improvise and being able to overcome. So these are all in some way similar, but they're a little bit different. So adaptable. When things are changing, adapt. If you're able to adapt, that is a highly sought after skill. If you're able to improvise and able to overcome challenges, these are highly sought after skills. The next one, meditation. I know a lot of you will not look at this one favorably, but go with me on this. Meditation, I don't mean you have to sit down with your legs crossed and go into, uh, sort of a woo woo situation. But meditation more so can just be time alone, time in silence, time in solitude, time in nature, time to think on your own and not necessarily about anything specific as far as the world is concerned, but more about you and yourself, going deep inside and thinking of yourself and the things that you need and your desires. So, meditation is a strong, strong habit and it pays off more so to you personally, pays off more so to you as an individual and then your abilities. The next one is strong communicator. Oh, this one is huge. I love someone that can communicate very well. Companies love strong communicators, people that can speak, and when they say what they're saying, you very well understand. So they can communicate very well and get their point across. The next one is negotiation. This one, again, highly sought after with companies, but negotiation, this the ability to negotiate and bring people to agreements. Okay, that is without saying, right? I mean, that is highly, highly, highly sought after, and companies love negotiation skills and the ability to bring something to close with an agreement by all involved. The next one is excellent listener. So this one goes right along with being a strong communicator. If you are a strong communicator, it's highly likely that you're also an excellent listener. So this is important. Don't just hear something, okay? Listen. So there's a difference if you said, I heard what you said, or if you said, I was listening to what you were saying. It's very important. Listen. If you're listening, there's to me more intent there. So your intention is better. But excellent listener is a highly, highly sought after skill, and it definitely pays off. The next one is self motivate. If you are able to motivate yourself, you do not need someone there at all times pushing you, lifting you up, saying, come on, you can do this, or whatever. But self motivation, that is a skill that will pay off highly. You can imagine this, right? If you can self motivate, if you can motivate yourself, think about the things that you are able to do. Most of us want to be self motivated. Most of us believe that we are, but probably only in certain situations, right? But self motivation, this is something you can train yourself to do. Just push yourself when you know that you don't want to. Go ahead and do it. And then you build motivation, you build self motivation. And right along with that comes discipline, because that's basically how you will probably achieve self motivation is by being disciplined, right? This is highly sought after. This is something that pays off very well. Discipline, 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 discipline. We, there's nothing wrong with, right, at times being say, having a little fun or doing something out of, right, the norm and not. But discipline overall, just in living a general life of discipline, just means that you can say no at any time. You can stop yourself or you can push yourself towards something. You can achieve the things that you want to achieve because you have that discipline. So that one is a probably an excellent one of the best to have discipline. The next is time management. Time management. So this is just more about probably being organized and understanding time, knowing how to utilize time and how to prioritize. So, time management is a skill that pays off highly. There again, corporations, companies, businesses look for people with time management skills, but it's something that just benefits you as an individual as well. Overall, in your life, it does. The next one, strong reading and comprehension skills. So, this one kind of goes back to learning, but if you can read, if you're a strong reader and you comprehend, some of us can read, and then when we're done, if someone were to ask us what we just read, we may not be able to tell them exactly what we read, like we couldn't give them the feedback. So, a strong skill and a needed skill the ability, excuse me, the ability to read and comprehend it, and then you can share it with someone, or you could tell someone very quickly what you just read. You could condense it down and tell them all about it. But strong reading and strong comprehension, that is another very favorable skill. The ability to break things into small steps. So this is just something I would call maybe seeing the big picture, but then being able to step back and break it down into small steps so that there's not overwhelm or too much stress or anxiety about, right, the end picture that you are able to see, but then you brought yourself back, broke it down into small steps. You can even um, explain it, right, to the others involved, or any situation like that, and help bring this project or this goal into fruition by breaking it down into small steps. This is very, very helpful. Self analysis. So, this may go back to self motivation when you're able to analyze your own self. How are you doing in life? How are you responding to life? What are your thoughts? How are you carrying yourself? What is your demeanor? What is your attitude? What is your mood? So, on a daily basis, can you analyze your own self? And hey, that's being able to criticize yourself if you need to, and that's constructive criticism, not some harmful negative negativism towards yourself. Just constructive criticism if you need it. Hey, I didn't handle that as well as I know I could have. Self analyze. If you do this, this can kind of go back to meditation too. This is something you can do in meditation. Just analyze yourself. How are you doing in life? How are you carrying yourself? What kind of words are you using? What are the thoughts you're thinking every day? So, self analysis is a very good skill. Emotional intelligence. Wow, this one is hard for a lot of us. So, the ability to not be angry or overreact or take something personally, the ability to understand others' emotions as well. So, you have emotional intelligence, the ability to read people or even understand what's going on within you, seeing and knowing and feeling your emotions, but then being able to react or respond to those emotions in a very intelligent way. Emotional intelligence is very, very looked for. It's a great, great asset. Self respect, self respect. This is something you need to have. You need to have a good outlook towards yourself. You need to understand your worthiness. You need to understand what you're capable of. You need to have a backbone, right? So to speak. We use that a lot. I've got a backbone. Um, Self respect. So, the way you see yourself is typically what's going to come back to you in life. So if you have respect for yourself, you value yourself, you take control of your desires in your life, uh, then that's what you're going to receive. That's what you're going to get back out of life. So self respect. The last thing I'm going to share is powerful thinker. So this means there again, I'm going to put this back into this is something if you are a meditator, you give yourself the time to think. Some of us, we don't realize how really distracted we are on a daily basis, all from the outside world, right? Just everything coming in, coming in, coming in. And you think constantly, yes, we do. But how deep and how intentional are you thinking? So, someone that is a powerful thinker generally can create and come up with new ideas, new ways, new paths, new thoughts, and it's high. You can see where that can be highly useful, right? So, powerful thinker, someone that basically will take the time to sit alone, to withdraw from the outside world, and be with your thoughts and see how you can create and come up with fresh ideas. So I hope you enjoyed this. Go back, review these, write these down. These can be very helpful in your life. So start attaining these and you will see the differences. This is Kelly with the Well Life. And remember, your lifestyle is a choice. Choose well.